Welcome to Drop Gears, everybody. Welcome to 2024, and welcome to our new design and unfamiliar faces in some part. Hello, I'm Chris92.
Hello.
Also with
Hello.
me, I have my co-hosts Shorty and Lime. And Lime's a little bit too big in the stream. There we go, fixed.
Yeah,
Hi.
make me smaller because I'm smaller in real life either way. Oh my god, I'm lagging.
No, you should be fine.
Okay.
I
How
want to
you
be
doing?
lagging. I'm not lagging. Unlucky.
Let the camera follow you.
Yeah, I mean that still works. Anyway,
still
yeah,
works.
I'm doing fine. I felt a little bit sick today when I woke up, but I ate something, went shopping, played table tennis. All good now.
Good, good. Lime, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm actually doing fantastic. I quit my job.
Yay!
I haven't been happy yet.
Yep, now we can have drop gears 3 times a week. Easy.
Actually, yes.
Hey Chris, by the way, don't you also want to quit your job? Because then we have 3 people without a job here. Woo!
What job?
They unemployed me
Yeah,
in this
right?
podcast.
Yeah, this renamed from drop gears to drop jobs. Easy.
Yep.
We all have to go to the agentur for arbeit to
Yeah.
new fucking job.
Chris
But it won't be
promoted to
today.
podcaster. Well, let's get into the first topic, I would say.
Yeah,
And
maybe
that
at the
is...
beginning we should quickly discuss why you are here and not a certain other person that
Yeah,
usually would have introduced
exactly.
himself.
I actually didn't test if this...
Yeah,
also,
it
yeah,
should be
I
solid.
jumped in really quick here because we were supposed to have a new guy that that calls the shots on the podcast. Let me quickly check if this actually works. Because of course it does not, because I forgot to move this up.
Yeah,
It's
that's
out of
only visual. It's good enough.
It's out of place, and we'll fix it.
Oh.
On F11 as usual, and that should it now. Yes, I know you guys can't. Changing things live. Boom! Look at that. So, yes. Who wants to read it?
I don't have the thing. You were showing it, but I now know.
I have it. I have no wait.
Can you guys read? No one
I
does.
will have it. I have it. Should I just read it?
Go ahead. I can also read it out if you want.
Okay, so import tweeted Xed, I don't know how the fuck to call that nowadays. I've made the hard decision to remove myself from the hashtag Dropped Gears podcast. There's many reasons, but my vision for the podcast doesn't align with what the community needs. I will be focusing solely on Evo TM business matters and XPEvo. Be kind to each other. See you soon. That's basically what he tweeted. Yeah.
Yeah. It is sad.
This is y'all
but
fault. No.
yeah, you guys canceled him too hard. Yeah, it's I talked to Aaron about it in more detail, and I don't want to discuss exactly what he said because that was private. He left in good terms, and he wishes the podcast good luck and whoever will replace him. For now, like a few episodes, that's gonna be me. But
Yeah, we don't really have any plan right now. We just
yeah,
there is a certain reason why we're doing a podcast today because later,
Things.
yeah,
but
those things.
the exact future of what we are gonna do we actually don't know right now.
Yeah,
Maybe we can have some. How is it called? Like people can apply to the podcast. No, it's casting. We can have a casting.
yeah.
And see.
There's one idea we had.
Hey guys,
was
send
like-
you a video showing us how good you.
And tell us why you will be a very good fit for our podcast. And we need
Exactly.
to, and you have to have at least one cancel on Twitter, X, or in the Trackmania community or something. So, yeah.
Exactly. No, so there was an idea that we had, which was to have different members of Evo just rotating through as like a third person alongside you guys, and then alongside special guests. Yeah. We still have to discuss how that's gonna continue. But for now, I'm here, as I always was, but just a little bit more visible now.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before we actually started, but the one positive thing is that instead of Chris just randomly butting in, actually, it was like this and this, now he can just do it because he's part of the discussion anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it happened a few times.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's all good.
I don't
Yeah.
think you should be sorry about it. It was really good interventions, but now it's a permanent intervention, so that's even better.
Semi-permanent. I don't wanna become the next import and get cancelled. I mean, I do that. I don't need the podcast to get cancelled. Let's just say it like that.
You tweet already on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah. Also, no more
Sometimes
Twitter rants from me. Hooray! I'm trying to change a little bit at least. But yeah,
Good luck with that. Just rant on Discord privately.
exactly. Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
as if that's gonna help. Ever change? Nah. All right. I guess we can get into our, I guess, first
topics.
proper topic of today.
Okay, everybody
Uh,
say goodbye import for one last time on the chat.
Yeah,
so-
we'll try and get him back for like a proper goodbye episode, but he's not at home at the
The thing
moment.
is that we wanted to have a goodbye episode, but it was in the Christmas time, holidays, people traveling, no time to even breathe. So that's the main reason why we actually didn't have a goodbye episode. But I guess hopefully in the future, hopefully not so far from now, we can have a goodbye episode with the input. Maybe that changed his mind or something.
Yeah, he said. Go ahead, Shorty.
No, that was my reaction.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. No, but he said if we need desperately need like a third person, he'd be happy to jump in from time to time, but he doesn't just want to be uh here like 24/7 or like every episode. He wants to be like he's down to be like a recurring guest, but he paraphrasing here, but
Yeah, we
Yeah,
will
that's fine.
we will see.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll still have a long, no, a whole year ahead of us. So.
Yeah, especially with an upcoming topic. But yeah, first, well, second topic of this episode: snow cars, snow worries. Yeah,
No
we've
worries.
had the snow car for a while now. I don't even know when the last episode was. So was
It
the
was early December.
Was in
okay?
November?
So it was out after the. So we did have a podcast episode after snow car released.
No, I don't.
No, we didn't.
No?
No, we
didn't talk. No,
didn't
no,
have
no.
one in December either. We
No, we
definitely
had.
didn't have the snow car yet.
Let me check actually. When was the last episode? It was like sometime after XPEvo. I remember that. But I don't remember what exactly.
I think we had one in November, but that was it. And when it was before the snow car, because
Oh, it was
we were.
yeah. It was the birthday
I was ranting
episode.
about the snow car.
It was the birthday
That was the
episode.
episode.
Yeah, and you did rant about it, yeah. Oh, also
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean,
52, it's 32.
Maybe I wasn't
I'm
as usual.
a complete buffoon. Episode
I
32.
said the community is not gonna enjoy this update, and guess what happened?
Granadi loves it.
Oops. Yeah, did you see that meme? Did you see that meme from Granadi? Like, there's this meme where Granadi is just,
Oh
this is
my
fine.
god, yes.
And then a screenshot from him having every single world record on Snowmass.
No. There's
Yeah.
a better one. The Granadi snow car driving earthquake thingy. Have you seen that
Oh,
one?
that's not snow car. That is a stadium car in wood.
Yeah, but I mean, technically it belongs, right?
Yeah, but the
Nah,
original
bro, what
is
is
with,
this, man?
with the pang one.
Yeah, this is the
That's
clip, I
also really
think.
good.
This one here. This snow car is fine. Oh yeah, this is some great stuff.
I mean, I mean, we never said that there aren't gonna be people enjoying the update, obviously, but I did predict that the majority, or like at least a huge part of the community, especially keyboard players, are maybe not gonna be very fond of this update. And I think it's been almost 2 months now, where almost every single day I see a tweet or a Reddit post either about "I hate the snow car" or "People that hate the snow car should maybe practice it," or "I actually now love the snow car," or "I fucking still hate the snow car," and I just can't take it because this is so fucking annoying. Can't we just finally get over it? Like, I'm still not happy about it because, I still think that if you're gonna add more cars, we should have maybe started with the ones that are the most popular, because
Canyon.
I think that just makes sense. Canyon, and to be fair, after Canyon, it's probably debatable if Valley or like one of the United environments, but either way, starting with Snow wasn't the greatest idea. And even worse is continuing with Valley, but anyway, we now have Snow. People, some complain, some don't. We had a couple of Snow couple of the days, but literally since like almost a month, we didn't have another Snow track of the day, so clearly it's just a niche. Some people like it, especially some United Andes that started playing Trackmania 2020 now because of it. They will have their server, they will have their fun, and we can just move on. Which is what I would say if the next car wouldn't be even worse. Like, I don't even dislike all the United cars in general, but it's just like, considering how the community is gonna react, it's just this is just not gonna be enjoyable for another at least month or so.
Okay,
I
as
don't
someone
know.
that hasn't played United, what other type of cars do you have there
In
that,
United,
yeah, that could potentially be in the TM 2020?
I mean, so far, I mean, obviously we have the snow car, which is very high steering angle, like a lot of like insane steering. And in United, at least, it's not really very smooth steering. Like, it's actually rather keyboard friendly. But because of TM 2020 having a little bit of different physics, and also because people in TM 2020 build the maps very differently than in United, uh, and also because Nadeo made the grass and dirt and plastic and wet wheels smooth steering, the car is very keyboard unfriendly. So people, for example, didn't like that, obviously. You have the next car, also from Trackmania Original, Rally. That is the one that is confirmed to be coming. I don't know,
April.
April, or I don't know. It's the next car that's gonna get added to the game. That's
Yeah.
confirmed,
So
which
it's
is
almost for
basically
every new
smooth steering
season?
but on crack.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
we're
know how
getting
else
3
to
new
say
cars
it.
is what they announced. It's snow, rally, and then desert. So April rally, and then July is desert car. Yeah, shorty,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, so basically, rally car is like full smooth steering. Like, that's the base. To like drive the point home, I think almost all gamepad players. Don't ask me if really all of them. Maybe there are some exceptions, but the majority of gamepad players in United literally use the X tweak to limit their steering range to 70%, but not in the way that action keys work, but in the way where the full range, the gamepad basically only steers from 0 to 70 or like 60, something between 60 and 70%. That's how much smooth steering is involved, and that because you never want to steer more than 70 or 60% anyway. Like in the whole car, never. So that is gonna get added.
So
Um,
that car is gonna have more smooth steering than this snow car, which is
Yeah,
way more,
already hard
way
to
more.
achieve.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the actual
I
steering
don't know how they will
percentages.
do it then.
The thing
I mean,
in the
keyboard players are just in the mud, probably, or I mean,
Yes.
action key abuse, of course. But
Yeah, the thing how the rally car works is it's not like the snow car where you just either completely slide out or do nothing. The rally car just slides a lot, and you want to try to avoid sliding as much as possible on road where the snow car doesn't
I
really
mean, it's
slide
pretty
on.
much it's pretty similar to how the snow car now works in dirt and grass, basically.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not. I mean, I don't know how it feels. To be fair, even Granadi said that he doesn't like the snow car on grass and dirt. So I don't know, but rally car is basically like the main physics of the rally car is basically like that. And obviously, other than that, we don't know how the rally car is gonna work on wood, for example. We don't know, and we also obviously don't know how it's gonna work on plastic and on uh uh
Wet grass?
no ice.
Oh, I see.
So obviously we don't know that. So that is obviously up to discussion, or we will see how Nadir is implementing it. If they implement it as lazy, or at least I call it lazy, I don't know. I just don't like the way they implemented the snowcar at all. Like the way snowcar works on grass and dirt just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't fit with the snowcar at all. Like not with the main gameplay of the snowcar. It just doesn't make sense in my opinion. Like it should have been at least similar to how the snowcar steers on like road with like the high steering. Because especially now with Rally as the next car being the smooth steering car, why do you already make the snow car smooth steering? It just doesn't, you know. Anyway, so we will see about that. But other than that, um, I'm not gonna say I hate or love the rally car. I don't like smooth steering in general, so that's my personal opinion. But apart from that, I'm just annoyed that probably this whole discussion that is right now actually a little bit dying down with the snow car is gonna just reenact itself again and just continue. It's just so annoying. I mean, at least with Desert, which is confirmed to be after Rally, at least that's keyboard friendly. Well, at least in United. We don't know how it's gonna be in Team 2020, but I sincerely hope that Nadir is gonna make sure that the Desert car is gonna be actually keyboard friendly. And with keyboard friendly, I mean you don't need action keys. Like obviously, also the Snow car with action keys, if you're good with them, it's doable. I mean, wasn't it like one keyboard player actually now took the world record on 17 from Granadi with keyboard and with action keys. So it's not like it's not unplayable with keyboard, you know. It's just not really, you know, you know that it's not really meant for keyboard, and having to switch between like multiple action keys within the run, it's just not really the most fun thing to do. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's more of a technical stuff to do rather than just
Yeah, I mean,
playing.
you just play piano instead of Trackmania.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. No, it's not that bad. I think you only need like two action keys, like action key 3 and action key 4, but action key 2, I think action key 2 and action key 3. Or I don't even
It's
know.
Yeah,
But
action
but
key
that's
1 on
already
dirt,
two
I
more
think.
keys,
oh
you
god, oh
know.
god.
Yeah, I use action key 1 on dirt, especially at the start on 25, for example. But yeah,
So maybe
let's talk about
almost
some
done.
of let's talk about some of the potentially positive aspects of the rally car and desert car, that being the new blocks. What would they even add for rally? Because I'm still confused. Because like the main aspect of rally were like these grooves in the dirt, sort of. Like the
You mean
floor.
grass?
Yeah, it's like grass and dirt mixed, and then
Mm.
you have
Mm.
the wooden platforms, I guess. So
Oh,
sort of
those
like in snow.
platforms were horrible.
Yeah, they
Like
were buggy.
I mean, we're gonna mention the landing bug situation of the snow car, but if you think that is bad, rally car specifically on those platform blocks, 10 times worse. But
Yup.
only on those blocks.
And do you think they might go back and bring us some more snow stuff? Because like the tubes are still missing, the castle or like the Great Wall of China is still missing.
You know what? I'll just say one thing to that. I can't really say anything to that because obviously I don't care if I'm gonna get another DM for that shit, but I obviously know some things that I can't publicly mention, so
okay.
I'm not gonna go into what they are, what if they do this or that, and I'm not gonna say yes or no because
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
give
fair.
that shit away. That just can't work like that. But yeah, I don't know. That's my official answer is I don't know.
I feel like at least the tubes were like one of those fundamental aspects of snow gameplay in TMUF that I'm just really missing.
Interestingly enough, that with those tubes, I mean, there are there are tubes, like custom items, obviously, but I've never really seen a snow car map using those tubes.
I don't think they work the same because
Now
like
they are smaller, so probably not really working with a snow car.
because like the snow car tubes, they were very specific that you could just drive up straight and basically come out straight the other way without steering if you did
Yeah,
set it up
yeah.
properly.
I mean, that
But
was with the shape of them, obviously, but yeah.
yeah.
I
So
just a random thought, like when you mentioned those, I was like thinking of the RPG maps where I saw those tubes and I was like, why did I never see a snow car map use those tubes? I guess people tried, but it just doesn't work with the snow car. I don't know. But yeah,
well,
the tubes were cool in the original snow, so I would be happy if those would be get added.
yeah, if you drive on top of them, they're not exactly great because you get like basically
Yeah.
Snow's brother of the Ramstein bug on them. But yeah. Yeah, for rally, I have no clue. And with desert, we have to get those metal grades, right? I mean, that would if we don't get them like wet or narrow
I
roads.
I know what you mean. Oh no, please don't give me those narrow roads. I will no. I don't want precision. I can't do those.
Yeah, but the
just
thing
just
is,
give the metal stuff.
yeah, the metal stuff is probably pretty cool because like we don't really have anything like that. And I mean, if you add those, you might as well add the tubes from snow because they're pretty much the same. What
I mean,
about
block-wise,
skins?
I don't really care block-wise that much because the community is way too powerful to create their own custom blocks. But I really just hope for Radical that ice and plastic and the wood physics feel good. Like that's basically what I hope about Radical. Because other than that, I already know that Radical is not gonna be my personal favorite because I just don't like smooth steering that much. But ice gameplay and plastic, I want to see that it's at least working in a good way. That's my personal hope, and the rest I don't really mind much.
Yeah, I think those interactions definitely need to be addressed ahead of time. And actually,
And not as buggy as the Snorker. We didn't mention that yet, but finally they are gonna get rid of those landing bugs, man.
oh yeah, the
If only
hitbox
someone
were.
would have told them that those are, if only I don't know. If it has taken them quite a while to like finally say, okay, let's just do it. I don't know why they said like, for example, I don't know at the beginning where they were like, yeah, but it has to be like 2020. It has to feel like the old snow. It wouldn't be the old snow without the landing bugs. Yeah, but it's not 23 or more. Or it's not 23. It's 2024. We can have
You
we
mean?
can adjust and improve things, right?
Did you mean 2003?
2023. Ah, whatever, you know what I wanted to say. So yeah, I mean, we also adjusted, landing bugs to Stadium. We adjusted the Ramstein bugs to Stadium. We adjusted other things to Stadium. They literally adjusted something that is very similar to the reason that the hitbox of the snow car is fucked up with Stadium car, literally in TM 2020. Because that was the update that literally fucked up mine and Lars track of the day map where we built the press forward, press right part. So I remember that update very well. So if they can do it for Stadium, I always thought like, can't we just do this for Snow, please? Yeah, now we will get that. So that's gonna be really great because those landings are just. I mean, I can understand that the people that already mastered those are gonna be like, yeah, but why did I spend time to learn how to master those and avoid those landing bugs? But you could have said the same about the Renstein bugs. Like you also could master them in Stadium and learn how they work and avoid them if you're good at it. But in the end, even me, and I was really good at avoiding those Ramstein bugs. It's just cleaner and better without them. It's just not a good mechanic in general. It's just annoying. Like beginners are not gonna understand it. It's gonna feel bad, and the way beginners, responded to the snow car was already bad enough. Like, just give them give them at least that to like not hate the car.
The thing is that whenever you have like a bug or something in a game, people just think that the game haven't been finished. You know that they didn't test that the game is deficient in some scenes. And I've seen some of the landing bugs, and I was like, it's really no one checked this before
No,
because
that's how it was in United, and people, it just was copied. Just
so they
literally the same
copied
car.
almost intentionally the landing bugs.
They
Yeah.
copied the entire physics of the game, the hitbox of the car. And the thing is, like in United, you didn't really have like the surfaces, or at least the jumps were a little bit more skewed anyway. That you didn't have that happen that often. But like there's some transitions in TM 2020 where they just happen all the time if you happen to land on them.
Yeah, it
Because
was
like
just
Mhm.
the
sausage blocks. You can't drive on pipes at all. Like if you have like those transitions from the looping blocks, it just there's just so many situations where the car itself is just not usable. Or if you have reactor down, the car just instantly starts being buggy as fuck. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work.
So basically, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna copy paste this, and let's hope for the best. And if we have landing bugs, people will have to cope with it."
well,
I
That
the
don't
thing
think they
is
really.
also I don't think they didn't they put a lot of time into implementing the United core or the snow car.
no, yeah, it felt really rushed.
Yeah, that's
Surprise,
what it.
surprise. Has there ever been an Adeo Trackmania update that wasn't rushed in the last 5 years?
The thing is that I think that they were
Mhm.
since I remembered last year they made somehow like a promise on it delivering more content and stuff, and I bet they were like, "Oh my god, we are at the end of the year and we haven't done anything." Oh yeah, what can we rush? Oh yeah, let's put a new car. Uh,
I mean, they literally. I mean, they needed something for the 20th anniversary, and the first thing that they came up with was the original cars.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
when or why, but they went with it, and they didn't. Well, they. Yeah, it was a little bit rushed.
I mean, now that they know how the car, the dynamic that it has in the game, hopefully for the next two more cars that we're gonna get, this kind of landing box mistakes or whatever you want to call it, it won't repeat, or at least to be lower down. You know,
Uh,
like not having that many issue and working it
It's
better.
not
But
gonna happen again. I mean, they now made the decision. Okay, we don't want these kind of bugs anymore for the new cars. So I don't think they're gonna.
yeah,
I
that
don't.
was
Yeah.
someone saying in the chat that obviously, and I'm so happy I can play TM 2020. I have my TMNF experience now. Everybody almost, I mean, as far as I know, many people move from TMNF to 2020 to not have these landing bugs and just random shit happening. But now it's just happening all over again. So it's
Uh,
like going back to an spaghetti code where you don't know where to fix the stuff because you're just fucking it up on the run.
I
well,
mean, to be fair, the only people that really defended those landing bugs were all the OG people from like United that already, like it was quite the irony seeing so many people that just consistently don't care about Stadium, didn't play Stadium at all, never played TM 2020. Then Snowcar gets added, they get TM 2020, play Snowcar only, and then they tell the Stadium people, the ones in the game they just joined, nah, but Snorker has to stay this way. It always has been like this. Huh?
Not because the thing has always been that way. You want to keep it. Uh, I don't know. It's not looking into the future. It's just adoring the past.
Yeah. I mean, all things good now. It took a little bit of complaining, and now we will get a snow car version without landing bugs. I haven't played with those obviously now, but I mean, if you want to say one thing about Nadeo, they are definitely anything but incompetent. Like when they say they're gonna do something, and like with like fixing this hitbox, for example, now I think we can be very certain that they are fixing it in a good way. Like that's one thing about Nadeo for sure. Like they are really good at that kind of stuff. It's just always weird, like how they try to, like also with the Royal update. I don't have an opinion about the Royal update, but it's just Nadeo always trying to reinvent the wheel. Like always though, like even when you don't have to reinvent the wheel with matchmaking, why don't you make matchmaking the way matchmaking works for all games? It's just how matchmaking works, and everyone knows how matchmaking works. Everyone expects matchmaking to work a certain way in games, and Nadeo is like, nah, but let's try something. I mean, it's nice in a way because sometimes they can come up with something really cool that you would have never thought someone is gonna come up with, but
I mean,
the
come with it,
majority of times, not.
there's some things that like, but this is like the Nadio DNA, or the reinventing the wheel kind of thing. That's what they've always
Yeah,
done. I mean, they literally put out a tweet that they're who was it? I think Googly tweeted like 5 or 6 years ago that he's happy to be at Nadio because they just do things their own way and not like try to make industry standards work for them or like try to shoehorn them in. I mean, I sort of get that part, but at the same point, it's like, sometimes it would be better to just do what works best.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, I like that they are trying things, but when you notice, hey, player base isn't really happy, matchmaking isn't really as popular as we would have hoped. Why can't they ever be like, okay, let's try matchmaking the way that we know that it works in all our other games? Why can't they at least sometimes be like, okay, let's do it the normal way
Let's
then, if
copy
our way didn't
others.
work that well? Like they always just, I don't know. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I really like that they're trying new things, obviously, but yeah, you just sometimes have to accept that just because it's new, it's not automatically better, or just because it's different, it doesn't mean that it's better.
My opinion, they need to like stick to their narrative a little bit more. Um, there's a few things in the game where this is apparent. Like, for example, they call matchmaking a ranked mode, but then on Twitter they say like, "Oh, you need to think of the casuals. That's why we can't make it 2v2 because the casuals then can't get
Yeah.
carried anymore." Like, why? The
That's true.
casuals don't have to get carried in a ranked game mode. It's literally what you want to avoid usually, but I digress.
The thing is that no casual will want to play ranks because ranks are not for casuals.
There's a
But
bunch of
That's why you
that's
people
have
that play
other.
ranked actually, or Discover campaign and ranked. They just played with their buddies together, and they just
Yeah, that's
like.
kind of mental.
it's not really ranked mode. It's just discovery, and instead of playing the campaign the normal way, a lot of people just play campaign through
Mm.
matchmaking. It's not really the same kind of way. Like nobody's really playing matchmaking to be like, oh, let's try to like get a high rank. Let's see how good I am in this game. People just play it for fun. It's literally not ranked. It's literally not ranked. It's not matchmaking. It's just the normal queue.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you
unranked.
think that
It's basically
people,
unranked, yeah.
people that discover their campaign through ranked is because they just don't know how to set up a room for them to play together?
I mean, they have the naughty arcade room, but
Yeah,
then
but most people don't know how to use it, or don't know
no,
where it is, or don't know what it
oh,
is.
I'm pretty sure people know how to get there. But like the naughty arcade room isn't that. It's
That's not really hidden, no. I mean, if you're a free to play player, you can't really play much other than the first 10 campaign maps now and that. So
Yes, Shigaon mentioned in chat, this is a good point actually. In other games, ranked is usually the main thing or the main part of the game, so it makes sense that new players go straight into it.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to have like a normal queue, no leveling up, not like ranked with like matchmaking, just for playing, just for fun, and then you have the other thing that is actually for climbing the ladder.
Yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise actually would be nice instead of whatever we have, because I've seen some people that they are trying to rank up and get better and everything, but then you have one people in your team that doesn't know anything, so kind of weird.
Yeah, Nadia just at some point around the time where they, pushed the console releases, started to be like hyper focused for casuals for some
Yeah.
reason, which is ironic because literally the core of the game is just being competitive. Like, just because you're a quote unquote casual, just because you're a beginner, doesn't mean that you're not gonna play Trackmania with a competitive mindset. Like, that's literally the core how the game works. Like, it's not a fun game I just randomly play with friends where you have like some RNG elements like Mario Kart, or where you have like a I don't know, but Trackmania is literally all about skill, and even a beginner is gonna like Trackmania because it is all about skill. If you like Trackmania, you like the competitive nature of it. And that's something I feel like they is sometimes overlooked with these kind of things, because they're like, oh yeah, but even beginners, it needs to be 3v3 because then they can get carried, or which doesn't really make sense anyway. But even beginners want to play this game in a competitive way. That's just
On
not
their
not
own
only how
level of
matchmaking works,
beginner.
but how the whole game concept works.
Yeah, it's the game itself, it's competitive. How are you? They are just really trying to get rid of the competitiveness of naturally of the game to gather casuals, which is kind of mental because you are destroying your main game.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, just we had the same discussion about track of the day maps. Like, just literally every single track of the day map is just casual friendly, boring, casual friendly, boring. Occasionally, I have like a casual friendly mixed map that is at least interesting enough to like for me not to fall asleep while playing. But the maps all of them are just easy as fuck. Like, just I understand that you can't just have every single map difficult as fuck, because even new players need to be able to finish them and you know, have fun on them. But just because a map is difficult doesn't necessarily mean it's not beginner friendly. Like, where is the mix? Where are the couple of interesting maps that we usually occasionally had? Like, it's just, it's, I don't know. I mean, all of our okay boys, we just all agree. Like, we are having less and less fun if the maps from Cup of the Day continue like this. Like, I'm not really playing Cup of the Day that much anymore.
Yeah, I
That's
saw one couple today that was like a really mental game. Like it was back-to-back maps with cats. Like
Yeah, okay, that
it
that is
was like
unfortunate, but
three,
yeah.
three. No, but it was three maps in a row that I
Yeah,
remember. It happened
that
like
was funny, but that's how map review works, so I'm not really
yeah, I was
blaming.
like, what? Like
That's a
okay,
little bit
one
different.
map, yeah, the cat was something, and then the other one was like, okay, this was obvious, and then the third one was like a complete rewrote or something, and I was like, who is checking the maps right now? Because how is it possible to get three maps back to back
Yeah, I
with
mean,
cats?
we know who's checking the maps, but we also know that the person checking the maps is not getting enough time to actually properly check the maps. So yeah, I don't
I,
know who to I
I
don't
want to
know.
bring up a fun fact or like a little bit of a food for thought. You know how we've been complaining that Trek of the Day was getting easier and easier? I feel like Royal maps are getting harder and harder. That's
Yeah,
for a
but who's
game
playing
mode
Royal?
that's aimed at casuals. And like, especially with the new rework of the Royal mode, it's like you basically get rewarded for tryharding and training the maps ahead of time. Which is like Yeah, but then for casuals, the game mode doesn't make sense because some of the tricks that you have to do in there, even in like blue sections, there's maps in there where I'm struggling to finish blue sections consistently, and that shouldn't be the case for maps where or for a mode where beginners are supposed to play and have fun. Like it's inspired by Fall Guys and like other you get knocked out, funny haha, battle royale game modes like that. It's sort of like Takeshi's Castle, but in Trackmania, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I mean,
why do you
that's
have like the insanest platforming tricks, climbing pipes, or like maps
You
where
need
you
so much
literally have
skill
to,
on that shit.
or maps where you literally have to hunt the cut to even be competitive on them? Like, I'm not sure how that makes a lot of sense. Because that's
I'm not
supposed to
sure
be
how
the.
Royal in general makes a lot of sense. Like they are struggling for maps so badly. Like can't we just finally agree, okay, we don't get enough Royal maps. Let's maybe not do a new one every single day then?
They only do it every third day, right? 3 maps a week? Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, I think. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, they changed it like a while ago.
Yeah.
I remember I watched
Oh,
a streamer that he
true.
was only playing Royal, and
Yeah, the
he
one with
and
the
his
classical music. I
people.
forgot the name.
No, I think this guy was Norwegian, and he and his people they were all like, "Oh yeah, today we have to train for Royal," and I was like, "Okay, I get it," but like it wasn't this casual, and there's one of the main reasons why I don't play Royal is because I just have a skill issue on that shit. I just cannot finish maps. There's some parts on like red and black that I don't know how to do it. Like, and I just wait for the other people to finish for me because I just can't. I was
No,
like,
I
yeah,
never
no.
liked Royal. I never played it. I just liked it from the beginning. I played a couple of matches and I instantly did not feel it the way I would have hoped it would feel like. Like it doesn't feel like the main difference with Royal is compared to like Fall Guys. Like in Fall Guys, it's all about surviving. It's not about I have to be the first one in the finish. Obviously, in the last map you have to be, but apart from that, it's always just like all these knockout modes are all about kind of surviving. Like you don't have to do something crazy, you just have to survive something. But the way in Royal works in Trackmania, you like have to be super fast. So now you have these super weird tricks that are meant to be like exciting and look cool for beginners, like stunt mode kind of. But you have to make you don't have, only have to survive them, you have to make them consistently and
Yeah.
fast as fuck. Like that's the difference. And also like with Fall Guys, you have like one stage but long, and with Royal you have like separated stages. And for me, that just accelerates that issue even further. Like I would enjoy Royal so much more if it would be one but longer map, for example. I don't know. It just doesn't provide the kind of feel that I had when I played those kind of like Fall Guys, for example.
I
Just
mean, the thing
very
is that
different. I never liked it personally.
with Fall Guys, I don't really felt like you needed more skill or like as the maps were passing. Okay, you had the first one that you had to run, blah blah, and then you had the other ones with some I don't know skills that you had to do, but it wasn't like getting harder and harder. The next part that you were going, it was like continuously the same level. It was just different stuff. But on Royal, it's like you start with one that is quite easy, and then you get to the last part that is so difficult. It's like you lose all the fun in the game because you actually have to focus on doing something. I at least that was for me.
I played like one game
Um,
of the new mode when it came out. It took me like 45 minutes. Uh, because I somehow got into the top three because like there were only 3 teams driving actually. So yeah, it was 5 maps and like each match took like 8 minutes, which for royal match is so much.
Yeah, it's way too long.
Because you have like it used to be 3 minutes 30 for an entire match. I'm pretty sure. And then you got further into the next map, and at most you had like 10-15 minutes if you were good. So like the new mode takes so much longer. They reduced it to 4 maps now instead of 5, which is okay, but now you get eliminated earlier. But then like the whole mode was just changed to be like such a grind fest. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like,
You know
no.
what the problem is? Problem is that Royal, instead of having fun mechanics, like, maybe sometimes a map where you have collisions enabled, sometimes a map where you have maybe like moon physics or stuff like that,
That would be
or where you
so
literally
fun.
have like with what Cam said, with like some maps even like having some random disappearing platforms. These kind of fun kind of modes, or like a ball that you have to push for, like what if basically things or elements that some of those aren't even possible in the game right now. These kind of things you would have to have for Royal. But Royal is just literally another game mode within Trackmania with just more or less normal maps, just harder.
Royal
so
is like
that
a. I think I know what Royal is. Royal is like a bastardized version of the platform pack, of the platform title pack, where it isn't about how many respawns you have or how little respawns, but just how fast you can go through it. But essentially, the maps are platforming modes or
yeah,
maps.
it's still about
It's not
hunting.
fun.
That's the
Yeah,
problem.
it's about hunting, exactly.
I mean, everything in Trackmania is about hunting, but that's the problem, right? Like you have to have those kind of things. Like collision is, I think, maybe the best example. Like things that are similar to that, like having collisions enables something like that.
Yeah, we all
I
know
think
how
the
buggy
thing is that
collisions are when they are on.
Yeah, considering how they are in Trackmania, the collisions aren't the greatest either. But you know where I'm coming from. Like
Yeah.
something that is not based on hunting, but based on surviving and being able to like push someone over the cliff. Stuff like that is something that fits within Royal.
that's the thing. Like it was. I think it was a type of game mode that was supposed to be fun and not something that was supposed to be trained for.
Yeah.
Because the Royal was like, hey, you're bored of hunting a map, or you cannot get this matchmaking or something. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go
Meanwhile,
Royal and
now
have fun.
matchmaking is the mode that is played without training the maps.
Yes!
It's like for Royal, when you have trouble even finding your way to the finish, something went wrong along the way on the map review server.
Yeah, I mean, the previous server, I think, on Royal is dead, so I don't know.
I feel even, I don't know, like scared of playing Royal because I was like, why am I even playing when I am gonna have these people that are hunting the map for hours just to play the Super Royale or something?
Yeah, I mean, obviously now I'm 100% not interested. Like, if I already go into the mode with a disadvantage and I have to train like super specific tricks and stuff like that,
Yeah.
how many
No.
maps is it, by the way, in the map pool? Is it
30
still? Yeah.
for the last
how
90
how many
days.
again, Chris? How many again?
30.
Yeah.
This is World Tour
So you
and
That I
essentially
think
have
that
you essentially have to try hard 150 very short tricks or like very short maps. 10 to 15-second maps. That is
yeah, that's
insane.
a few.
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
lot.
but props to the people that actually do that. Like, I've seen
I
some
mean,
people
You mean the 10
practicing them, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I wouldn't do it, but
you mean the 10
I mean to be
players that still do it?
yeah, like the 10 players.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you're a royal player, you only have to like learn one new map every 3 or 2 days. So that's obviously very different. But it's not very. That's like the same thing. Like with matchmaking, for example, having 30 different maps would be totally fine because it's a ranked mode. Like if you want to get into ranked mode, then you have to get used to or learn those maps before, and that's kind of how the mode works. But for a fun mode that is meant to be beginner friendly, having or like I mean, you don't have to. You can just you don't. if you don't want to win, then you can just go into it and just not finish any map and ever is also a possibility, but that's not fun. Like, you don't want to be the only one that doesn't know any of those maps. Like, it's gonna be you're gonna feel left out. That's not a fun game mode.
Yeah.
That's not beginner friendly at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird.
We got lost in translation at Nereo, trying to make the game modes.
Should we talk
Yeah, but
about
that's
some?
what.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Should we
No,
talk
you
about
go ahead.
something fun instead?
No.
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 Okay. I guess not then.
I mean,
I want to
last time
continue
it
talking about rally. I like smooth steering so much.
Okay. I guess we're not talking about our next topic then. But yeah, we do have a next topic. Actually, I feel like the thing is with like other stuff is like there's so much you can talk about and will never be done. Or like
Oh, we didn't talk about the campaign at all. Yeah, it's decent. I don't play campaigns anyway. It's if we get the same amount of rally maps as we now have snow maps and no snow maps at all, which I think is the plan, I'm okay with it. It's not the best solution, but I'm okay with it. It's campaign. I don't play it anyway. I don't know. Don't
If
care.
someone has a campaign map that could be recommended to me, you know that I like full speed and thingies, please tell me which one I can play, because I don't think, unless I do a super speed run on a stream playing all the maps once and then skip to the next one, I don't think I'm gonna put a lot of effort in the campaign again, or at least not as much as I did last time. Which I really hunt a map, but I just couldn't get it. What kind of map? Full speed. I like full speed. Something similar to, I think, 17 from last campaign. There was a red map with plastic. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get that shit, but it was fun to hunt. So yeah, thank you. So because I haven't played the campaign at all, but now I have a shit ton of free time.
Now that you have a
Yeah.
shit ton of free time,
Yes.
you can prepare for what's on screen. You guys have been waiting for it. Import has been teasing you last year and actually told you the wrong date because literally the same day or the day after we got told, actually, we have to delay or move. So, yeah, without further ado, we can finally announce that XPEvo will be returning to Experion in Cologne this year. And it's gonna be from...
Yay!
Yay! I'll be there. Shorty will hopefully be there. Maybe Lime as well.
No, I'm gonna be there.
Oh,
Dude,
you're
it's my
gonna be
birthday.
there. Okay. Oh
I
yeah,
don't wanna
right,
think-
right. Yeah, we discussed that. Yeah, we're gonna party hard.
The thing
I
is
don't wanna
that,
think
oh my
about the
god,
travel.
because I thought, okay, this is parenthesis, more of my personal things. I have to do something by the end of the year, around November, December. And when I thought in my mind, oh no, XP is gonna be in September. Okay, that's fine. I have a whole October to do my other things and blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, now it's in October. What the fuck? Like, I'm gonna be so packed, and the timing and everything.
Just do it in
Mental.
September.
But I'm gonna be
Easy.
there.
Yeah, I might actually be moving as well, literally in that time frame. But
You're moving.
that's
again?
fine.
You're moving?
Obvious. I don't know if I've said that because it's not really relevant to the podcast. But we are selling our house and we are moving to my grandma's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
big family topic. My sister is very fond of this idea.
He's not liking it. I see.
Nah, she's absolutely against it.
Do they
But,
have better internet at your grandma's house?
It's gonna be the same internet.
Oof.
Yeah. At least you're gonna have internet.
Yeah, at least we're gonna have internet. Hopefully, also when once we move directly, but we will see. Germany, please don't fuck me over again. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go though to XPEvo. I just don't really want to think about it right now because of the travel. But once I'm there, I'm gonna be a happy person.
Yeah. Yeah, we're also very excited, obviously, to see everybody in person again. And it seems like people are excited. 123 likes so far since 3 p.m. afternoon.
Me and
Florenzius
Lime can
wants,
get drunk on Saturday
yeah.
together.
And to those people asking when tickets will be available, I just have one thing to say: more info soon.
Okay.
Yep, we're literally in the early planning phase still. I mean,
Okay.
I think I would
Wait, can I
expect
say something?
tickets to go live around the same time as last year. Maybe. Yes, Lime.
Whoever thought that the best timing to drop that news was 3 p.m., I'm gonna kill him.
Why?
Whoever said
What is better then?
you usually drop that type of news around 6, 7 p.m. when people are chilling at home, it's just a Friday. You do it later.
Yeah,
The
but
later, the
Yeah,
everyone
but we
better.
is.
needed XPEvo to retweet it, and
That's
they're not at
Lime.
at
It's
work at
even better
7 p.m.
if you do it then because people are at work checking social media instead of working.
True.
I was one of them.
But
See,
3 p.m. is a good time, I think. It works.
I disagree
Yeah, we can
on my
discuss later.
experience, but
Okay.
next time
Yeah,
I'm gonna pay attention to that.
the next
I'm
ones you
gonna.
can decide when we drop. But it was funny timing because Trilux slipped into my DMs like an hour before the announcement dropped. He was asking, hey, so we're planning for this year and when's XP? We're gonna be like, check our Twitter in an hour. He was like, convenient timing. I'm like, yep.
Also,
That's
we might have three
funny.
looks again.
He wants to come, it seems. So there's also I know that Otak said he wants to defend his title.
Yeah, I read it
Ooh,
that too,
I
and
hope so.
that's actually really spicy. I like that type of thing,
Yeah,
and
he
how
said
motivated people are.
Guys, so until then, will we already get the rally car as well? The desert car?
yeah,
Will
that's
we?
out
Yeah,
in
yeah,
July.
right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be two stadium cars, one snow car map, and one rally car and one desert car map, right? Right?
Shorty's fired.
Can we leave those cars out of the competition?
We will probably. I don't know. I don't. I'm
We
not
have
making decisions, but I think we will.
we have
I
no plans to include desert, snow, and rally. I
random
don't know
shit.
about wood yet, but I think we've pretty much nailed down that there will be no alternate cars at XP.
I mean, but how much does Granadi have to pay you to make to decide differently? Prize pool sponsored by Granadi, and then he wins it, and then
Yeah. Yeah, the Massa guy already said he's coming.
Yes.
Even Derek retweeted and liked it. Tona wrote it down saying he might come. Tatona guy is coming, hopefully. All XPEvo tracks will be it's
oh,
rally, Aaron,
I
not
want
Valley.
Valley car so badly. I don't really like the brake ticks. At least one of them. Like if you can brake trick. Okay, that's going too much into detail, but the brake ticks on Valley are going a little bit far. But damn, do I like Valley? I don't know why.
Valley is
Like
fun,
the
yeah.
steering, the steering with Stadium Car. It's just always weird. Like the steering curve is just always. I'm playing Stadium Car since over 15 years, and I still don't really like the way the car handles with steering. But Valley is just so nice.
I don't like the Valley steering
Ah,
on at
I
high speed
love
at
it.
all. Not high
Yeah,
speed,
but
it
you don't
feels
build
like
high.
it feels
Yeah, but
like a
nobody
boat.
builds high speed valley. Who builds high speed valley?
Naughty in their campaign.
Yeah, but Nadia is always building weird stuff at the campaign. That's just normal. Like,
Yeah,
just
true.
ignore campaign and only focus on the actual
Yeah, but
good
if I
maps.
want to get like the RTMs in turbo, I have to play them.
Yeah, who's gonna play that anyway?
Me, I want to play it. But yeah, XPEvo 2024, ticket info and more coming soon. whenever we have them and can share them. Still a few weeks or months out. Yeah, people have already asked me, will there be an open map request? I don't
Will
think
there
anything's
be
gonna be changed in that
a
regard.
merch shop?
Will there be a merch shop? People have pestered us so much about this.
I mean, you now kind of you have the numbers from this year, so you could kind of expect how many people would buy merch on location.
Considering we have a new merch shop partner, yes. That might be a possibility.
I think that the best way to approach a merch thing is to have like pre-orders, and some merch standing there, but like plus,
Yeah.
minus something, not like everything, right? But pre-order, people pick it up, and then if someone likes it, then gonna be like, oh yeah, I can buy that too.
Yeah,
Because
I
just
mean,
having a whole thing.
we have to talk to the merch guy or the merch
Oh,
store,
merch
but
guy.
considering they're like from Germany and they already mentioned they might be coming to future events of ours, that we could probably organize something like a pop-up merch shop, but that's still to be discussed, and I have a call with them on Monday anyway, so actually
Oh.
let me note that down so I don't forget that.
Yeah, it's very important to note things down. Like yesterday, I woke up and I remembered, hey, now I know what I wanted to give my sister to Christmas.
Ah, nice.
No fucking way.
She's gonna have birthday at some point. It's fine.
Yeah, Hans, I know, but with our previous merch shop, we didn't really have the possibility to order things online. To have things available offline because all of our merch is made ready to order. So we don't keep any stock, and transporting that stuff back home is a little bit annoying, especially when all of us are arriving by train with packed suitcases. Like that
I'm
was
not
already
arriving by
the
train.
issue in when we went to Trackmania in 2022 because we ordered like all of our Evo hoodies to the Trackmania hotel to give out to the people that were supposed to come to the event. And then we had to take like 7 or 8 of them back home because they didn't show up. Even though they promised like 2 or 3 months ahead of time that they would come. So it was like a little bit, tricky. But yeah, we'll
Did they have the
definitely.
names on it?
No, they weren't personalized, but
Then you could have also
but
given me one instead of only a
they already had paid for them though. Like they had literally paid
Oh.
ahead of time and ordered
Oops.
them. So yeah,
Yeah, I would have bet more.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
But yeah,
But
what are your guys' plans for 2024 in general? Let's talk about that.
Life right now has been really messy in
Uh-huh.
doing many things, paperwork, German bureaucracy, blah 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 blah. And as right now, I don't have a job, so after April, no, since April most likely, I'm just gonna be looking out for a job again and trying to find something and settle down here in Germany. Because for the ones that don't know, I'm staying here in Germany permanently.
Ooh.
Yay.
Woo!
Lime is German
So,
now, so now she has to learn German.
hallo. Ja.
Hallo. Ja, next Podcast
Dieser
episode is
Podcast
German.
ist nun Eigentum.
Der
Ay,
Bundesrepublik
nee, nee,
Deutschland, ja.
nee.
Ja, ja.
Meine Deutsch nicht so gut. Können Sie sprechen English? That's the only thing that everywhere that I go, I ask that. But people feel happy. So at least I
I mean,
try, I
you
try.
can actually learn together with Import,
Yeah.
even though he's a little bit ahead of you.
I have to
But
do the integration course and all the things, but once I get all my paperwork and stuff. So yeah, it feels kind. This year is gonna be a year of changing. I feel like because I'm just settled down. I can actually say goodbye to my old life, kinda ish. Like all my life in Chile and everything, I'm just saying goodbye to everything there. And now finally, permanently setting down here in Germany. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Now this year is a year that shit is gonna happen, you know? No more tourist lime, but more like citizen lime.
Yeah,
That's
I
In
cool.
one
can.
side, it's really fun, but at the same time, it's kind of sad. I'm really bittersweet about that. But shit's going great.
Yeah, good, good. Uh, we do have some plans at Evo actually.
Do
Um,
we?
in case you haven't heard yet, we are hosting a dirt team tournament
Oh yeah, true.
Oh,
starting first of no, hold on. When is it? Yeah, 1st of February. Mud Masters. Been so long that I've done this stuff that I'm getting confused with like how to even host this podcast, like do all things.
I mean, you
Yeah.
don't really have to do much.
Uh, yeah, we are doing a dirt team competition.
It sounded so wrong. I
Thank
don't
you
even
for
do anything anyway. It's
yeah.
just.
But yeah, dirt team competition. With maps by your favorite mappers from Dirt Weekly. We've reached out to a bunch of them. To those that had fan favorite maps. I don't think that's been shared before. We have like 20 teams signed up so far. It's like 4-player teams, 1v1 and 2v2 sub matches. Points format has been adjusted so there's no draws in the 2v2. And it's just, some good old dirt team competition. Just a little bit of fun for the dirt community. If you haven't yet, go sign up. Seating starts February 1st and lasts until the end of the weekend. That is, I have no clue because I can't see my calendar right now. Should be until the end of the 4th of February. So like 3 days for seating. Just time attack on one map. I think best 2 times from your team get counted. You get put into a division based on that. Yeah, go to our Twitter, go sign up, go read the rule book. There's the list of registered teams. There's some really interesting names in there so far. You
You
have
have
like
Shadow Crancer?
the Shadow Crancer guy.
Ah, you guys are doomed.
There's the
Oh.
Dirty Boys, which are like the Evo Dirt server residents. Indie Driver, Halo, and Spark. There's like the Evo full speed team with Lions, Nyx, Inertia, and Hjort. There's the XPEvo team, and then there's the Polish. Wait, where's the
Ah, yeah.
Polish team? Yeah, Forever, Mime, Deska, and Rotaker. That's gonna be insane.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and also the Sun Insider, Bossbez, and Epos. They're also gonna be pretty good. Also, Shift is participating. E-Line, Equinox. Yeah, some very
Oh, it
interesting.
looks very interesting.
Yeah, some very interesting team names. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that Dutch name. But yeah,
Yeah, probably not.
gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, if it would be Trackmania, if it would be 2020 or 21, I would say, what dot community are you talking about?
There's a lot of people that like TM 2020
But
Dirt,
gladly
which is
things change. Yeah, I know, but I mean, you know that the actual community from before TM 2020 absolutely did not like the new dirt. So, yeah. No, but I do like the dirt in TM 2020, and now, of course, there's also a community around it.
yeah.
So it's a nice event.
And yeah, there is a €200 base prize pool. And
Ooh.
you can like we have open crowdfunding. Basically, if you send a donation to Evo with the message that it's for the Mudmasters prize pool, all of that goes straight to the prize pool and then gets paid
Did you
out
know
to
there's also another event with
what?
Prize pool.
Oh right, yeah, you are doing your
Yeah.
128 route snow map, snow car,
Yeah,
stadium
I'm
car
still
map.
not sure if that was a good decision to
The,
just
the, the,
throw
the,
out 500 euros for that,
this thing,
but
right?
yeah, that
That
thing.
reminds me of the old IGN Esports logo somehow. I'm not gonna lie. That looks like
What logo?
huh?
Which logo?
The green thing here looks like the IGN Esports logo from back in the day. But yeah, Cup
You,
of the Environment, Stadium versus Snow, happening in 3 days.
yeah, on Monday. I'm gonna, for the very first time, use the competition tool by Nadeo, so
Yeah.
wish me luck with setting that up correctly. But yeah, I've spent way too much time building a map where you can choose between stadium car and snow car 7 times on the map, and I've planned to have all 28 routes, all 128 routes to be similarly fast. So, Granadi, I'm looking at you. Don't betray me. Don't just zoom away on snow.
Easy.
But I'm actually fairly confident that even Granadi is not gonna. I mean, obviously Granadi is gonna be better at snow than me, but I've taken that into consideration when calculating. So it should be fine.
Nice.
Yeah, we will see. But anyway, yeah, I really like the map, and I really think also now Crass made the scenery is looking really nice. So I'm looking
The
forward to that
Schlosstifel guy?
because the Krusty Fall guy, yeah. And I mean, with that kind of concept, it's gonna be really interesting to have like fast learn with this obviously cup mode on Monday. Then
Mm-hmm.
until Friday there is time attack where the other 12, like the top 4 from cup, get
Mm-hmm.
into the top 16 qualified, and then the other top 12 from time attack.
I see, I
And then
see.
you play cup mode,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically 3 types of playing the map. And I feel like, considering the concept, what I'm really hoping for is that every single stage of the map, people are gonna drive different routes to like win. Like maybe full stadium or like stadium halves. Certain things. Obviously, certain routes are gonna probably be faster, but not necessarily to be the most consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be interesting. I hope it works out well. I hope someone like Granadi is not gonna just fully destroy the competition by just going snow car. I've really spent a lot of time making sure that shouldn't happen, but we will see. I'm still scared, but what can you do?
Just put a hidden anti-booster on the full snow car route.
Yeah,
Or make it
nah,
so if
it's
you take all 7 snow car routes, you get a black screen for media tracker.
that would That's not even a bad idea. Just force people to only take at most 6 snow cars. So even Granadi has to think, okay, where do I not go snow car?
Yeah.
But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm confident that in some stages or like some parts, stadium car is probably the way to go, at least for like consistency. So I'm not that scared. We will see. Whatever happens, happens. I'm happy with the route. I'm not calculating it anymore. I'm done with it. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting until Monday, set it up, and maybe ask a certain guy that is definitely not aware of it. But hello, Cam, just fix it. Can you work for me, please? But no,
Nice.
I should be able to set it up. But maybe just let him look over it quickly to like make sure that I didn't have it wrong. And once the event is running, I should be there shouldn't be any need for someone to intervene anyway. But I don't want things to not work, you know.
You realize if you
Should,
have Kem look over it, right, that you have to become more active again as admin on the TM Discord.
do I?
Yeah,
Do I
yeah.
really?
Now that I've said it, yes.
Uh, like every 3 months or so. I mean, not the last 3 months, but like half a year ago, every 3 months, like when I had too much beer, I was just writing there randomly. Saying, I'm gonna be more active again. It
Great.
didn't last more than 2 days. Never.
Wonderful. Yeah, Mud Masters is not the only thing that we're gonna do this year. Obviously, we have XPEvo, and in between that and Mud Masters, pretty sure we can fit in 1 or 2 more things.
How about we do a
Something
rally
for
versus
summer.
snow event, Chris? So that's
I mean, we can do like a TM 2020 United event, maybe, with like all the free cars once they're out in July
actually not a bad
or
idea
August.
either, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kim, you pretty much have to Infinite and Fubs do everything, and maybe Linux Cat sometimes in Coop. Yeah. But yeah, no, there is something cooking. I'm not gonna say much, but you know, full speed community, we know you're out there.
Are
Uh,
they really? I saw a tweet that Full Speed is getting stale
oh, you
on
saw the
Twitter. Did you
A-fold
see
tweet?
that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that because I really had to try my best to not just respond with. Nobody did it so far, but there was, I think, Wormy said maybe introduce breaks to make it more interesting. I wanted to write something along the lines, how about you just introduce fun into Full Speed so it's fun speed? Haha, haha. Because Full Speed is no fun, right? Anyway.
Y'all are
Fully.
jealous. Full speed is really fun. You just don't have the skill.
But yeah,
I don't like Full Speed.
Icy campaign releases this week. Anyway, next topic. No, I know that XLRB and the people, I think Hink is me, Capman, and whoever else is working on that. They
Yeah, I also saw a tweet from XLRB that they are going to do something a little bit differently. I don't really know what exactly because they said maps are going to stay the same kind of concept. So not sure what they are going to do differently, but yeah, I mean, Icy campaign can be fun. I'm not an ice player either, but I did play it I think once or twice. It's not bad.
Also, from what I heard, there might be a certain fun event happening soonish. I don't know how much of this is public and how much I can say or not, so I'm just gonna, you know, just leave it at that, and we'll know more by the
Hmm.
end of the month.
At the
The
end of
end
the
of the
month, we
month.
are at the
No, no,
Yeah.
no,
end of
like
the
the
month.
actual end of the month, like you know,
In 4 days.
maybe
Yeah. Okay.
4.5, I guess. But yeah, there's something coming where Evo may or may not be involved
Something
somehow.
funny.
No, something fun for
Something fun.
for,
Okay.
for
It's
a
pretty
cert.
interesting actually. Now import is gone, but we still have someone that is leaking everything.
I'm not leaking. I'm teasing. Okay, I'm teasing.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like that
that's
phrasing.
different, Shorty. That's different.
Also, the World Tech tournament. No, not the. What is the thing by Speedy? The TME Trackmania Tech TTE Trackmania Tech.
WTT.
Yeah, WTT is coming up, but Speedy and the TTE boys are also cooking stuff. They should be
Yeah.
doing some stuff soon.
I don't really know if this is really the time to revive tech only competitions, but hey, go for it if there are people that are interested. I'm not the person to just tell them don't enjoy what you enjoy. So
Yeah,
I kind of feel like the tech scene may be dead, but maybe it isn't. So I
I
don't know.
still feel that Tech plays best in TMNF, at least feeling wise, in my opinion.
Yeah, feeling wise, TMNF and TM2 are kind of the same, but TM 2020, at least for me, kind of destroyed the single style in
Yeah,
general. Like I don't want single styled maps
I
unless
agree.
the way I build it, where I'm like, always trying to build something that is not actually the style that it looks like. That's different, but normally mixed maps are just way better in general,
I mean, yeah,
especially for
backwards maps are
competition.
always backwards style, mostly.
Yeah, but not all of like one of them was backwards and forwards against each other. One of them was backwards and then sometimes switching to forwards again and then to backwards again. And one was only one was backwards only.
Yeah, yeah. Also, your backwards server needs some love, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, I also need some love, by the way.
Yeah, you can have a
Oh,
hug at
that's so
XPEvo.
sad.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yeah. We can do a group hug
Nobody
again.
hugs me at table tennis. All I get is All I get is hateful comments.
Because you play so defensive.
No, because I play with long pimples. They don't care if you
Huh.
play defensively or not, just the pimples.
I see.
I mean, it's all fun. It's just, it's,
Oh yeah, well, I guess we haven't talked about it on the podcast yet, but we're now sponsored by Hetzner. Thank you for reminding me, Stream Elements bot. Yeah,
that is a very interesting way to get reminded.
yeah. No, I wanted to talk about it earlier when I saw the message. We were in the middle of a conversation, but yeah, we now have Hetzner as a sponsor.
Woo!
They help. Like we've been using them as server provider for years now, since 2020, 2021, something like that. And yeah, we host all our servers there. Pretty much everything we do is yes, it is clickable on
No,
my
it's
end.
not quick. No, you have to do a space
Oh,
after best and
I
dingies.
thought there was a space in there. On my end, it's clickable, which is weird. I'll
It
fix that.
could be that the space is
Oh,
just
it
removed or
might.
something
Oh, I
weird
think it
there.
was a. I think it was like a line break instead of a space. That's why it.
Yeah, like
Let me.
that exactly.
Let me fix that really quick.
Yeah, I cannot click on that.
But yes, that is meant to be a thing. Where is that stuff?
I'm surprised that they still went through with the sponsorship after we used their signs already on me and Nico's map for the Christmas calendar. We didn't even talk about Christmas calendar. I mean, there isn't much to talk about it, I guess, especially since since it's a little
You
bit
already
already
happened
over.
it.
But
Oh yeah, we did a Christmas calendar. That's true. I hope you all liked
and
Aaron's
Weihnachtsbäckerei 2.
Weihnachtsbäckerei too, yeah. Okay,
Oh, I said 2
it should be
instead of
fixed
2.
now. It should be fixed now. Next time it posts.
I built way too many maps in that time span there.
Yeah, you
I
were
think I was
busy. You were
I
cooking.
was actively working on like 6 or 7 maps at the same time.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised I finished my tech map, even though some people hated it or said it was not good.
Yeah, people are
I just
always
don't
so
map enough.
hateful. I would have definitely really not flamed it at all. Never.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Totally not you. Yeah.
I mean, I'm at least not I'm at least not insulting mappers.
Oh.
I'm not always liking maps, but
I tried. Okay, that's all that counts.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I did tell you that that with the map, the way you build the map, you have to expect some people not liking it.
Yeah, I figured. But yeah, EAC was cool. I think Yami was like insane, going insanely ham on like all those author medals and like trying to get every record, but then he complained about 3 ice maps in a row. It was like, when's not ice coming? Like at the start of the campaign. I was a little
Yeah.
bit unlucky with the scheduling because we had to like reorder some of the maps because people didn't get done in time. But at the end of the day, it was a cool old project.
How do you not get a map done in time? It's kind of a weird thing to happen.
So one person, their graphics card died. Uh,
That's really
Yeah, okay.
unfortunate.
That's fair. That is
Oh, what
another
do you
person,
mean?
I don't remember what their excuse was, but they basically were hard to contact or like hard to keep in check, or were, I don't know,
okay.
didn't have motivation or whatever. I wasn't too involved in the planning of that this time. That was all XLRB and Snippin, I think.
Okay. I mean, I can understand that if the graphics card is dying, then obviously there's not a much there's not much you can do. But otherwise, I feel like not getting a map done is uh, kind of a bad excuse somehow.
Yeah, I was 9 to 5. I was talking about with the graphics card. But yeah, what else? What else? What else? There was something I wanted to talk about. You guys have anything you want to talk about? I'm short.
We
I
talked
already
about quite a few
talked.
things. I mean, I complained about the snow car, I complained about rally car, I complained about campaign. We all
Shorty
ranted about
complaints
rally.
day.
Anything else? Anything else I can rant? Just kidding. I wasn't that negative.
What's in the store for 2022 for you? I mean 2022.
2024. Oh
2024.
yeah, there's one thing. I'm gonna go to a convention in February
Ooh.
called GG
Oh.
Bavaria. Like a gaming convention, a smaller one here in Munich. Gonna go there with Aaron and Venom to do some networking for Evo.
Ooh.
Potentially more opportunities for stuff. And
Finally fancy enough to use the fancy words networking instead of having
Oh.
fun.
yeah, we literally
So we're
got.
gonna have shareholders and
I mean, technically, no, we're not gonna have shareholders, but yeah, there's some
I wanted to
potential.
wake up early to feed the
Yeah,
shareholders.
there's some potential stuff to talk about, and just getting out there, uh, trying to learn from other orgs, um, finding potential sponsors for XPEvo, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sounds nice.
So business things, but you know,
You're just gonna
it's
be
better than
business
sitting at home all
guys.
day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. The more things I do for Evo, the less I play Trackmania. I kind of noticed that. Like over the past few years, I've played so little Trackmania.
If I wouldn't have started mapping, I would probably barely play Trackmania either. Like I play Trackmania. Like I actively normally play Trackmania maybe 1 hour every 2 days or so, or even less, because all I do is sometimes play Cup of the Day. Otherwise, I'm either mapping or doing something else.
And when I
I
boot
But
up,
realized
mapping
that
is
I
fun.
really enjoy watching people play Trackmania more than playing it myself.
yeah, same. I like watching
Like,
Amaterasu a lot
I
lately.
love sitting right beside the gecko and just seeing him playing. It's so relaxing because I don't have to do anything, and his gameplay is actually good, so I enjoy it. Because when
Oh,
I play myself, it's just fail after fail, and I get frustrated.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, what I would really like for 2024, even though I don't have any plans for that, is like the event I'm hosting now. I would really like to actively avoid building track of the day maps. I still like the way I'm building maps because that's just how I'm motivated. I'm not always looking for I'm gonna build this map next, so I'm gonna try that. I like randomly get an idea about something, and if it works, I'm gonna just bulldoze through like 20, 30 hours of building the route itself already, stuff like that. But nowadays, map review is just actually that bad that once my maps actually get through, and I know this sounds weird, but considering the last map was the turtle map, which did not have to go through map review, but map review is just getting worse and worse, and I just don't. I don't have any fun anymore once the map finally gets track of the day. So I just want to do something else, and but obviously I want it to be interesting and big enough to not be just some random event 20 people play, because as a mapper, you want to watch people play your maps. You want to see streamers like Spam, Trilux, or I don't know, like you want to see their point of views and how what they say about the map. So I really want to like kind of do something like that, but without having it to be track of the day. And the only way I could think of, at least for now, was okay, I'll just throw in some money. And after that, I don't know how I'm gonna do it in the future. Maybe something with Evo, but it's not really an Evo thing because it's literally just me doing my thing. So that's maybe not compatible, but we will see. Well, that's something I wanna maybe try. Maybe something together with other mappers. It doesn't have to be me all the time. Like I don't like if it's something weekly. I'm not gonna build a map every single week. I don't wanna. I don't want to be forced to map. I just want to build a map when I have an idea. Like maybe once a month, once every 2 months. Like not more than that.
Like I've actually like for TM 2020 when I boot it up, it's mostly either if I need to do something on one of our servers, or I want to screenshot something for somebody having a question in the Trackmania Discord. Like, I barely play nowadays. Like, I've booted up TMUF more to play this month than I booted up TM 2020. I've played
That is
like, I
so
don't know,
weird.
20 hours of TMUF this month. Just because I had like fun going back through old Stadium mini tech maps and like uh just old United maps that I used to enjoy. Just, I like the it might be like nostalgia, but I also think that some of the like it just has a different vibe to it that I enjoy more, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. But do you think if once Nadio added more cars to GM 2020, that's gonna shift again, or
No, I don't think so.
oh?
The issue in
Because
my
objectively, TM 2020 is definitely better. Just
it
literally
is
fast respawn itself already.
yeah, like I'm not gonna deny that TM 2020 is the objectively better game. I also enjoy TM 2020, but what I don't enjoy is the way they implemented the additional cars. I feel
Really?
like they should have kept them separate. Like the whole switching mechanic uh throughout the routes or throughout the map, as cool as it is as an idea, I feel like it doesn't fit. Um Especially with how people are mapping now with Snowcar. I have very bad foreshadowing to potential map 25 in the campaign involving the snow car, the rally car, the desert car, and the stadium car. And it's
I
just
mean,
gonna be a
so far, I
nightmare.
think the plan is actually the plan is literally to just not have snow car at all in the next campaign and replace all the time all the maps where snow car was used now to with rally. And then next campaign again, then the same thing with desert. So like basically have
Yeah, but
like a
what's
seasonal
yeah, but
gimmick car
what's
kind
with
of.
the campaign after that? What's
Yeah,
with the
I don't
fall
know.
campaign?
I mean,
Like in the
we
fall
have the
campaign, are we
next
just gonna
car.
have yeah, sure.
Maybe.
But
I mean,
in
we
the
have
In the
fall,
like
fall
like
campaign, then
imagine
you
in the
will
fall
only have
campaign.
a stadium car.
I mean, I hope so, personally. But
yeah,
imagine
same.
having a map 25 where you literally switch between all four cars and it's an absolute nightmare to drive. Because you suddenly need to fiddle with 15 fucking action keys to get all the smooth steering.
Yeah, but why are you
It's
still
gonna be
playing
like
keyboard? It's
piano.
your own fault. That's what
Because I
Reddit is
can
telling you.
switch. But talking about action keys, didn't Nadio say they wanted to revamp them? So we might be seeing that with
They
the
no,
rally
they didn't
update.
say they want to revamp them. They said that they are, looking into it.
Ah, okay.
Like they
Yeah,
never actively, yeah,
same as they're looking into a new training campaign since 2021. Got it.
yeah. I mean, we don't know, but I'll be honest with you. I don't think Nadeo can come up with something that is better than action keys. I don't think
Okay.
anyone. I mean, there are a couple of people like me probably that played around with it. I mean, you know that I played around with some illegal cheats to like find my own kind of action key system. And even with the limitations that I obviously have through Open Planet and through certain other stuff I used, it's just not possible. It's just not possible. I don't think you can have a better system than action keys. You can maybe add more action keys again to have like 10 action keys instead of 5 again. That is a
But we
possibility.
used to have that in it.
We
Yeah, and
used to have that,
people
yeah.
said it was too powerful.
Yeah, it was just too much.
Yeah, I mean now if you would add them back it wouldn't be too powerful because like you wouldn't use them as much anyway anymore. Like bobsleigh changed, obviously ice
Yeah,
changed.
water bounces are
Water
changed.
bounces fully changed. You don't need action keys at all there anymore. Where else would you use them? I mean, you would maybe use them with dirt nose lights. They are a little bit more powerful there again, but gamepad is gonna be still more powerful there, kinda. So it wouldn't be the same as before. It still wouldn't be ideal, obviously, but that's in my opinion the only way to make action keys more powerful. Like I don't think there's gonna be a better system. That's my honest opinion. I like that they are actually that are trying to find something because I do think that they actually do try to find something, but how? Like, what would the
Mm.
solution be? Like I've tested so much with trying to emulate analog input by tapping. It's impossible to get anywhere near the consistency even gamepad players have. Just not possible.
Yeah, I've been trying out pad a little bit on United, especially on Rally. Like some of the Nadio maps, I guess, are super simple to get to. But like, I just can't do the fine movements required on the stick. I just can't. Like, I end up tapping, which is I'm just too from key.
Yeah, just wait until desert then. By then, rally and snow are dead again. All good.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. It is what it is now. I just hope that with the rally release, it's not gonna be as bad as it was with Snowcar. I'm fearing that it's gonna be again a little bit of a shit place on Reddit and Twitter for like maybe the first week. But hopefully now, since it's the second time, and people definitely should be expecting it with a rally car because people are telling people that rally car is gonna be just worse. So considering people at least don't have the wrong expectations, maybe it's gonna die down quicker. So I'm not gonna get annoyed when I open Reddit.
yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be fun. I mean, at least people can blame it on April 1st if it's gonna be completely bad, right? So
Do you think that it's gonna be released on April 1st?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean the campaign drops on April 1st, right?
It should. Unless they're
That
gonna
they,
delay it, because otherwise the winter campaign would be the shortest you would have so far.
Yeah,
didn't
but
they
winter is
delay
also
this
the show.
campaign?
Yeah, they delayed
No.
it because of the holidays, though.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, actually, would make it also make sense to just always keep the schedule of the campaigns the way it is now. I
A
mean,
little bit
obviously, if
offset.
they yeah, a little bit offset because at the end of the year they again have holidays, obviously. So
Yeah.
would kind of make sense in my opinion to just all have it delayed. If they're gonna release the car before the campaign or not, I don't really know. I would kind of expect them to like release it with the campaign, but yeah, I don't. We will see.
All right. I think we've reached our end of the topics for today. Anybody
Oh,
has a fun story to share about what they did during Christmas or something?
I got married.
You got married.
That's the moment you decide to say that.
You know, I was gonna ask you
Really?
ahead of the podcast if you want to share the news and not like within the last 3 minutes of the,
I
yeah,
thought I
congratulations,
thought you
Lyman
didn't.
That's the
Gecko.
best way of announcing it, in it?
Yeah, I mean, congratulations again. Very good timing.
Yeah, she got married just so she could go to XPEvo 2024. That's the kind
Yeah,
of
of course. I needed to, I
That is
needed
the
to say.
dedication
yeah,
needed.
that is dedication indeed. Yeah,
You see, it's really nice.
yeah.
It's
That
not
is
focusing anyway,
that is a
but you
nice
see.
ring though. Yeah, yeah.
Where's
Gecko
the
is,
hobby? He's working as usual.
as he says, Gecko is his real dad now.
Oh yeah, true. We have some babies. We have to readopt it now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it was really
Congratulations.
crazy.
Uh, Cats, right?
What cats?
Oh, what babies?
We adopted in as a joke some kids from the Trackmania community, and
Ah,
yeah, Essie is
okay.
one of them. Shadow Kranze, Marina, Josh, Narax. We have like 5 kids. We needed a team, so we adopted the best out of them.
Can I be?
The good five.
Can
So you can choose any of the 5.
Wonderful.
Trackmania is just one big family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, I met my daughter and my son last XPEvo. Hopefully, I can meet the other three that I'm missing.
Yeah, get them tickets or tell them to come.
Nah, they can pay their own. They are babies, but not so babies.
Okay.
Depending on if I have a job or not.
Yeah,
I hope so.
we'll see. Yeah, best of luck to both you and Gecko, obviously. Yeah. I think that's it for today's podcast. Thank you everybody for tuning in to Drop Gears. If you're listening on Spotify, thank you. I know we've been gone for a while, but you can expect us back a little bit more often. Probably not every Thursday. We still need
Every
to
2 weeks now.
Don't give them expectations.
Yeah, we still need to
It's
figure
just-
out the new schedule. We'll be back before XPEvo 2024. I can
Imagine
promise
we
that
don't.
much.
That's something we can hold to
Yeah,
again.
we can promise that much.
Doable.
You'll see us when we're back. Yeah. Just stay tuned on our Twitter or Discord. We'll announce it there. And yeah, I wish everybody a good night because it's past midnight. I need to go watch anime.
Same.
Yeah.
I need to go make cookies.
Enjoy your cookies. Cookie making.
Bye
All right,
bye.
bye guys.
Goodbye.